computer vision algorithms, right?
Mhm.
In your work, what kind of algorithm was it for tracking purpose, or was it just clustering?
We used an algorithm that comes with the camera, like it's a software made by them, but what? Yes, property, and the algorithms is by MetaVision. And but we're actually related to your question. We are going in the future to try to train models and AI looking more at the raw data and not like this, which I think it does some kind of translation of the data, and maybe you lose some information that might be useful for classifying insects and stuff like that.
I actually use event camera for scan.
Okay.
So since it's provides microsecond resolution, so
Yeah.
I actually normally event cameras are mostly for drones-based research. So I tried with our microscope setup to understand the swimming behavior of this span shell. I just use simple clustering algorithm to track the path.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of potential, especially for tracking insects flight over large areas, because basically when there is no movement, you get a blank screen, and that's where you can easily separate insects, which is difficult with other technologies that I was looking into.
Okay, we're into lunch now, so hopefully you guys can catch up about this. Now we're on to Zdenka Kronova, and a round of applause for you, Val.
It was very interesting. Yeah, I'm in a position that comparing to many of others, it's yeah, I'm just a beginner and my first experience here. So thank you for invitation. And I am here to briefly introduce the concept of automatic insect monitoring. We are trying to establish in the system of Ecosystems Nation Network, which is operated by CzechGlobe. It's a part of the Czech Academy of Science Institute focusing on global change. The most of the activities are more about the fluxes, environmental conditions, etc. And this biodiversity department is trying to be a reasonable partner in of these long-term monitoring research activities. We are operating the system, these ecosystem stations, which is part of the ICOS, and we have different habitats, and we agree that we would like to include it also the automatic monitoring for biodiversity there. So that's something what it's yeah, partly connected in some activities like LTR, for instance, and we are just at the beginning. What we have a very long-term data sets about different parameters which are measured. It's a combination of parameters focusing on fluxes, on other environment parameters, on water regime, for instance. So we are collecting the data about the precipitations, about the soil humidity, etc. And we have the stations located in different type of habitats. Most of them are forests, different forests, so we don't have replication so much. But we have a really all of the main habitats typical for Central Europe are covered, including the areas which are just changing their status currently because of barbecue outbreaks, for instance. So we have the one station which is now monitoring the recovery after the barbecue. We have also some stations in Sweden. What the concept about this monitoring biodiversity is based on, that we are really trying not to repeat something which is done in many sites, but we would like to build on these synergies across this discipline and use this environmental data sets as something what can help us to explain the biodiversity data. And currently we are thinking about some, as much as possible, automated monitoring of vegetation, birds, plants, and of course invertebrates. And the main reason I am here now is that we are just at the beginning. The last September, I met the colleagues in Vienna. I visited them to learn a little bit more about the lab model. So we are just at the beginning. We established 3 sites for monitoring of month, and it's something what we are thinking how to deal with that. How we could use the data in combination with this environmental data. So it's the reason why I'm here. I would really appreciate to learn as much possible I can. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Zdenka. One quick question for Zdenka before the last talk.
mentioned you had acoustic sensors for birds and bats.
Yes.